Hey there, I just want to take a quick moment and just chat for a quick second on a topic that I love talking about. And we talk about capabilities and maximizing capabilities and everything. We talk a lot about strategy and execution and things like that. But I want to talk to you about energy. I'm doing this today on a day where I'm kind of got a stuffy nose. I knew this kind of coming on the last couple of days. I woke up this morning not feeling that great. But I knew instead of what typically comes naturally and instinctively to me to perform, I knew I was going to have to manufacture, and that's manufacturing energy. Triggering the things that I know work awesome for me to produce energy to operate at a high level and perform and give myself to the spaces that I give myself to. So just a couple things. The bottom line is I want to encourage you to find out what these things are. Very simple test. When do you feel most energetic? What do you do to get that way? And you'll find it fits into a few things. Typically physically, there could be some verbal things and some mental and emotional things, all right? I'll give you my list real quick, and then you can try some things out. Physically, I can tell you a couple things. Intake, especially fluids, very, very big for me on energy. You may find something that you think you consume that gives you energy, certain type of tea, caffeine, other things. But fluid intake for me, just water even, doubling down on water on a day where I'm feeling I need some more energy, very, very big. Also physically, then is just moving in general, all right? Body movement, being active, standing instead of sitting, walking more frequently during that day, doing something straight away in the morning, doing something more intense in the morning to manufacture that. Again, you'll find out what the things are that are regular, and those are things that you just want to incorporate a routine. But if you need to manufacture, you got to double down on those and say, I'm going to change my state and produce energy right now, all right? So those things are really important on the physical side. Oh, the last one I want to mention was stretching. Lots of energy. I'm nearly 50 now, and I find out that I feel tight when I wake up, and so I do more stretching than I've ever done before, and it helps me with flexibility in the general sense. But you'll also find out that it produces energy. All right, so that's a very big deal for me. Words, I think it's really, really important to find an energy incantation, something you say to yourself. Interacting with energetic people and dialoguing with them is a big deal. Again, we're talking about this being part of your regular routine, but also this being something you can trigger to manufacture when you need to tap into it. All right. So I find myself when I can kill two birds with one stone when I go for a walk, so I'm moving, and I interact with myself as if I'm doing a speaking engagement on something I'm really passionate about. And you can get as animated as you want, but just the focus of speaking and saying words that are energetic to you gets you energized. Okay, so that's a great tip there as well. The last thing then, of course, is mentally and emotionally. And here I'm going to give you a couple things that I think are a little bit different than what you might think of, because we think of energy, we think of kind of getting amped up and pumped up, and certainly that's a component. And so you can be in a state that focuses on an energy memory. For me, it could be a football game I played, or something I did with the kids as far as roughhousing and just kind of reenacting that. That's important. But the other thing that gives me energy actually is the opposite of that, calming. All right, we waste a lot of energy fretting and doing very, very inefficient things. All right, so that's an energy sap that draws energy away from us. So the more organized, calm, and peaceful we can be, you're going to maximize your energy levels. In fact, you can go from stressed and distressed and frustrated and angry to very, very energized by being calm. All right, and so I'm a big fan of meditation. For you, it might be prayer. Any of those things could be things that just help you get some peace in your mind, some pause, some calmness. and our energies go up just because we're being less inefficient with our thoughts, emotions, and that translating into actions then. When you're really frustrated, what happens is even our actions become, spastic, right? Because we're not very organized, we're not methodical, we're not strategic. And so all that does, it's like a cat chasing its tail, run, 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 and pretty soon you're going to conk out and need a rest, and you haven't gotten anything done at all. And we've all probably experienced that. I know I have. So that's, that's really, 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 really important. The last one I was going to say, the last one, really, really important as well. Thinking outbound, right? So if you want some energy, just go through your phone and pick out 5 people you want to reach out to in some simple way. It could be text, a video message, whatever. Just give them 30 seconds, 60 seconds of support, encouragement. Do that for 5 people and be done with it. Again, it's for one, it's a little bit of a distraction. You're putting some energy outbound, and that always produces energy coming back as well. All right, and you'll feel that. I'd be interested in hearing your reports on that. So, energy, energy, energy. Okay, if you want to be a rock star, you got to maximize energy. You can't do it at 75%, 50%, which means you can't do it 5 days a week or 4 days a week. You have to do it 7 days a week, and you have to work on figuring out a way to maintain optimal energy level and also respond when you are sensing energy deprivation. What are going to be the triggers that work for you? All right, and so I'll be interested. You work on that. Get back to me and tell me a few things that work for you. It can be a totally different list. Own them, practice them, and keep them close by to you and pull them out. Make them part of your daily day, and then also pull them out when you need them. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye.